pollitos! I know it's been a little hard being inside all this time, so today we're going to take a walk and do some story time. What do you think about that? During these times, it's really important to get out of the house, get some fresh air, some sunshine, and even stretch your legs. Hi, my name is Ethriam Brammer, and I'm the author of Rowdy Ranch by Arte Publico Press, which I will be reading for you today. Are you ready for story time? The Rowdy Ranch. There was excitement in the air. The car was piled high with a rainbow of sarapes, sleeping bags, and suitcases. But when I asked Papa where we were going, all he would say was, "Tito, it's a surprise." We drove through the countryside, and a rush of sunflower wind flapped through my dog's ears. Those fragrant breezes subsided when the car rolled to a stop in front of Grandpa's ranch. That was the first time I had ever been to El Rancho Grande. My brothers and I sprung from our seats, and we made a wild dash straight for the towering fields of maize to join our cousins. The canopy of green leaves, golden threads, and giant ears of corn were perfect for a game of hide and seek. After hours of frolic and play, Grandpa brought out glasses of lemonade for all of us to drink. While we cooled off, he told us how he became the owner of El Rancho Grande. I was so tired, he began. I was so tired of traveling from place to place, picking other people's fields. So when Grandpa saw that a nearby ranch was for sale, he saved up all his money and sold everything he owned in order to buy some land of his own. But when he went to the farmer who was selling the ranch, Abuelo discovered that he didn't have enough money. Ay, 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 ay. Grandpa lifted a cry of sorrow to the sky. As he began to walk away from the farmer, he started to sing and sing, singing all of the saddest songs he knew. Grandpa said he was singing so his heart would not feel so blue. But the music of his tears moved the farmer so much that he called out to him, No, wait, come back." The farmer lowered the price of the land. And that's why my grandpa says, "I bought El Rancho for a song." Back then, how Grandpa bought the ranch was less interesting to us than what we saw when we got there. We fed the horses, rode on the pigs, and washed ourselves off in the duck pond. Then we climbed the haystacks, swung from the barn rope, and slid down the granary chute on the backs of sunbeams and laughter. We caught up with Grandma standing in front of her famous chicken tree. There she told her stories, showering our heads with sparkling memories like the sprinkling of seeds for the chickens to eat. When we asked her why her chickens were always perched in the tree, Grandma replied, "It was a cold, dark night. Many, many years ago, when a coyote found its way in the coop," she explained. So the chickens started to cluck and cluck. They flapped their wings and up the tree they went in order to escape the coyote. They built their nest there. So now, when the chickens lay eggs, one by one the eggs roll along the branches, down the trunk, and fall gently to the grass below. My brothers and I looked at her very suspiciously. "What?" she retorted. "Did you think I was going to tell you that chickens grew on trees?" Between more jokes and laughter, Grandma walked us back to the ranch house so that we could make tamales. In the kitchen, Mama and all of my aunts were wrapping tamales, patting tortillas and grinding the ingredients on the metate to make the mole sauce. Yum, I murmured, dipping my finger into the melted chocolate and stealing a taste. Warned Tia Chalia. Ay, Tito, you must have never heard the story of the naughty little boy who always snuck mole sauce before dinner time. Tia Chalia explained that on one particular occasion, the boy stole a taste of the best mole he had ever had. When no one was looking, he ate and he ate until he filled up on mole. But once he had finished, the chile began to burn and his stomach began to turn. There's no way to put out the fire to ease his pain. His tummy ache was so bad, Tia Chalia said, that chocolate tears began to fall from his eyes. I never snuck mole from the kitchen again. That night, there's a feast like no other. After eating, Grandpa, Papa, and a few of my uncles joined together to play their instruments while everyone else sang and danced. Our family members grew closer and closer to each other, savoring the roasted barbecue and spicy ranchera songs. Finally, when it was time to go to bed, we slept outside, next to the fire. A blanket of stars sparkled before my eyes like the stories I had heard that day. Those stories would wrap me up like an enchanted serape to keep me warm for the rest of my life. That was the Rowdy Ranch. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'd like to wish you and your families the very best of health.